Good morning and happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing this morning? Hopefully everybody is having a good morning. I hope everybody is having a good morning. Hopefully. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Krista. How are you this morning, Miss Lisa? Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, coolest dad. Good morning, Darla. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Wendy. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I almost said happy Monday, but it's happy Tuesday. Awesome. Glad to hear. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. So was not on yesterday due to the lovely flooding. So, yes, I am safe. So that was a little scary. Y'all. So good morning, Mandy. But luckily we're okay. Luckily we are okay. So everything, we ended up not getting the flood. Well, as y'all seen, I posted a video. It was literally right there behind the house. So, and it was rolling pretty good, but it didn't come up over the berm. So, luckily it didn't come into the park. So, we're all safe. We're all good. And looks like, knock on wood, the rain is gone for a little while. The rain is going to be gone for a little while. So hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully it stays that way. So what are we doing today? We did miss mug rugs yesterday, but we're going to move on. We're going to stay on schedule because we've done mug rugs before. So we'll add them to the schedule again. So today we're doing towels. Today is towel day. We're going to work on some hand towels. You got rain this morning, Miss Lisa? Well, y'all can have it. It can just continue on and keep going there. So it can continue on and keep going. So this morning, we are going to be doing hand towels. I've got 3 different ones that we're going to do. I have some, I need to get some batting because we need batting too. We're going to be cutting up some stuff here, but we got some hand towels. I don't know if they're already cut. We'll see. So we're going to use terry cloth hand towels, and we're going to be doing, what we're going to do is we're going to cut them in half, if I don't already have them cut in half. So what we're going to do is we're going to use terry cloth hand towels, and this is just a regular hand towel that you would use on the, what do you call it? On the stove, hang it on the stove or wherever. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started because I want to be able to complete this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand towel like this, and I'm going to cut down the middle. Because we need 3. We need 3 of these. Let me show y'all. Let me show you the fun fabric that we're going to use. So for the first one, we're going to be doing, how fun is she? I'm having fun with the transfers, y'all. So this is going to be the main fabric, and we're going to be adding her to it. And then this is our coordinating fabric. This is the coordinating fabric. So, and the pattern that we're going to be using today is, where's she at? Here she is. We're going to go over to the AccuQuilt cutter. So we're going to be using the AccuQuilt cutter. So we're going to see how to use this. And y'all, it's so much fun to use these. So this is what we're going to be using. So again, we are going to be doing, this is going to be one of them. This is going to be the other one. So we have either the pink or the yellow as your main fabric. Let me know which one you guys, I'm thinking the yellow is the main and the pink is a coordinating. Yeah, I think the yellow is the main. We'll use yellow as the main one on that one. And then we have another one is, look at this fun fabric. Good morning. How are you? So we're going to use that one as your main fabric. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love. Good morning. I was trying to keep y'all posted and let y'all know that we were safe. So, I was trying to keep y'all updated. So sorry we were not on yesterday. Good morning, Miss Renee. Good morning. So main fabric here, and then coordinating fabric. I think this will work as a coordinating fabric. I think. Good morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I appreciate all the love, y'all. I really do. So I think that violation warning thing pops up. So I don't know. Thank you. Good morning. I can't help but wave at him. He sits there and waving at me, so I got to wave back to him. So let me flip the camera because, good morning, Beverly. I am stop mirroring. So we're going to try to stop mirroring. So I'm trying to get used to this so we're actually able to see everything there. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the gifts this morning and all the heart me's, and y'all are tapping right away. Y'all are just tapping right away. So I appreciate it. So what we need to do is, first thing we need to do of the main fabric, that main fabric, we need to cut a, what is it? 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. So we need 2 of the 11 1/4 by 7 1/2, and then good morning. Thank you. Thank you. So we need 2 of that of the main fabric. And then, like I said, this is our coordinating fabric. So the coordinating fabric, we need a 7" by 3" strip. So let's go ahead and get cutting on the main fabric. And then, oh my gosh, pumpkins. I love pumpkins. Thank you for the pumpkins. And then we will get started on that one. So let's go ahead and move some fabric so we can get cutting here. Let's do this. Like I said, we're using these terry cloth hand towels. I got them in bulk, so I got a whole bulk of them, but I'm about out of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut these in half. That way you can make 2 out of 1 hand towel. Make 2 out of 1 hand towel. So there's 1. And I'll show y'all once we get the other part made, because then you'll have a hand towel here. So I have that one. And then this one. And then I'll cut another one in half right quick. I'm about down to the end of my hand towels. here. So I'm going to cut this one in half. I'm going to move y'all over to the other stand, because that way y'all can see. Da-doom, da-doom. Because we're going to be using, I was putting you on there because I was going to move you over there, but let's move you right quick. We'll move you back. We can move you back. Move you here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and thank you very much. Cancel. Don't do that. So I'm going to put you down there, and I'm going to move you back a little bit. Here we go. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start cutting. Like I said, we need 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. So let's do this one first. We're going to come down here. So this is the one we're going to cut 2 11 1/4 by 7 1/2 on this one. So 2 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. So thinking what we'll do first is I'm going to come here. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. So I doom. Yes, it's good to see you guys. So I am so glad that everything is okay. That was a little scary. And thanks for Miss Lisa, my friend here. She called me and she goes, hey, did you get the alert? Are you guys being evacuated? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So needless to say, we were right there. So right there, a little scary. So we're going to trim off the edge on this one, and we're going to count over 11, and we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 1/4. Dadgummit. That is not going to be long enough. Wonder, well, we could do one thing on one side and one on the other side. I really wanted to use this fabric. Wonder if I do it the other way. No, because I just don't think it's going to be long enough. Maybe. Hold on. We're going to see if we can get 2 out of this one. We are going to see. Possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What did I do? Just cut it an 11 by 11? It's only 7 1/2. I'm sitting here talking to myself. Sorry, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. So we're working on hand towels this morning. So I'm trying to cut some fabric. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter. I used to hate to try and figure that out. I'm like, what the heck's 11 and a quarter? Why did it have to be 11 and a quarter? We're going to cut 11 and a half because that way we know it's definitely long enough. We're going to cut 11 and a half. So we're going 11 and a half by 7 and a half. So we need to go 7 and a half this way. So you know what? We're going to cut 2 of those. Ha! I was losing my mind because thinking we weren't going to have enough. Well, yeah, we are going to have enough. So we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. So we're going to cut that one. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. We're going to go 8. I like to go bigger. That way we know we have enough. Okay. So there's 2 of that one. There's 2 of that one. So we need 2 of those because what's going to happen is we're going to take it to the cutting mat and we're going to fold it like this and then, or to the AccuQuilt cutter. And then when it goes in, it's actually going to cut it. So the way the cutter works is it'll actually cut both of these layers and it'll cut the batting So let's go ahead and cut that piece of batting also. We're going to cut enough for 3 of them. We are going to cut enough for 3 of these here. So yes, it finally passed the area. So hello, new from the FYP. Well, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you being on the live. You guys are awesome. So this morning, just so you know, we are working on, we're going to be making this today, y'all. We are going to be making this today. So we are getting everything cut out. We are getting everything cut out this morning. That way we're ready. So let's do this. And I think what we're going to do is the batting. I'm going to lay this out on the batting and we're going to cut it this way. We're going to actually cut 4 at one time. We're going to cheat a little bit here. So can y'all see what I'm doing here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pair of scissors because it doesn't have to be perfect because the AccuQuilt cutter will cut it perfect for us. So that there. Then I'm going to cut this here. So that is one here. So I'll have that one there. And then this one here. We should probably press those just to make sure they cut straight. So we'll get those pressed. There's that one. So let's go ahead and cut the fabric for the other 2. So that is your coordinating fabric for that one. So then we have this one that we're going to do. So we're going to make this one here. So let me take this one. We're going to... Thanks for the follow. I appreciate the follows, y'all. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out. So what we're going to do is we are just going to take this. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to use that AccuQuilt cutter to make it perfect. So you just need it the approximate size. You need it the approximate size. So we are just going to go here. That way. Good morning, good morning. Right? The transfers are awesome. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. I'll let you know. Because, y'all, these transfers are awesome. I love using the transfers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the fold right there. And I'm just going to take here. They said once you have one cut, just kind of use it as a die there. And then you can take and cut that one. So we're going to because the precision cutting is going to come on the AccuQuilt cutter. The precision cutting is going to come on that AccuQuilt cutter. So there's the one piece of batting, here. So here is 2 pieces of fabric to go there and 1 piece of the batting. So there's another one. So there is another one. So let's go ahead and cut. We got 1 more to go here. 1 more to go here. So we're going to use, this is the other fabric. This one is the other fabric. And then this one is going to have, I'm going upside down. I'm going upside down. Isn't she cute? Isn't she cute? I really like her. She's got so many different colors and she's just happy. She's like a happy fabric lady. A happy fabric lady. She's like me. She's me. That's all there is to it. All there is to it. Okay, so we need 2 of these. So we just need the approximate size because your cutter is going to do all your work for you. Your cutter is going to do all the work for you, right? Isn't it cute? Cute, cute. So let me cut these 2 right here. And what we'll do is we'll press them. And this is, I mean, it doesn't take much fabric to make these. It does not take much fabric, so it makes it kind of nice. So I'm going to cut those. Where'd my rotary cutter? There it is. There's that rotary cutter. Anybody that's just now joining, we are making hand towels today. We're going to have some fun with those hand towels. And we're going to be headed over to the AccuQuilt cutter here in a minute because, y'all, why not? It was a fun die that I got. And I hadn't used it yet. And somebody asked me last week if we could do hand towels this week. And I'm like, you know what? Perfect time to use that die. Perfect time to use that die. So why not? Why not? Okay. So there's another one here. So let's go ahead and turn this iron on. I'm going to go ahead and press it. That way, when we put it in the die, it stays there. So we'll go ahead and get this pressed. Get this one pressed. So how's everybody's morning going? I lost my coffee. I think it's in there. We're going to have to get it when we head in there. We'll have to get the coffee when we head in there this morning. So good morning. Good morning. Thanks for the follow, y'all. Thanks for the follow. Again, if y'all are just joining, hanging out with us, this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. We're having some fun. We are going to have some fun, y'all. Okay. So getting the iron warm right quick. That way we can get these all pressed. So you have early but going great. Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. So, and I'm saying good morning from Arizona, y'all. Where are we all from this morning? Where are we all at? I am in Arizona. Finally not flooding this morning, y'all. That was a little scary. That was a little scary. So, but anyway, so you need 1 piece of batting. 11 1/4 by 7 1/2 is the size that you're using. And you get a free pattern. You get a free pattern when you get the die. Mesa, Arizona, right? Oh my gosh, wasn't it nuts? So, all right, Miss Lisa, I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Louisiana, North Carolina, Roswell, New Mexico, South Carolina. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, y'all. So we have 1 piece of batting. May I ask, where is your... No, it's in a camper. I am in a fifth wheel. So this is a toy hauler. So this is where you would put your side-by-side, your dirt bikes, your 4-wheelers, anything like that. So I'm in a toy hauler in an RV. So, okay. So here's your batting. And then you need 2 pieces of fabric. Good morning from Georgia. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, West Virginia. Y'all, we got everybody in here today. We have everybody in here today. So then we have 2 pieces of fabric, same size, 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. So what we're going to do is we're going to, where did my other piece of fabric go? Where did my other piece of fabric go? I think that is my other piece of fabric. Here it is. Okay. So now what we're going to do, thanks for the follow, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to press these because it's got a few wrinkles on here. We're going to press them and then fold them in half because when we load them onto the AccuQuilt cutter, it's going to be lined on the fold. This is the first die that I've used that has a fold. So, because you know how usually all your dies, they just have cutters everywhere. This one doesn't. It has a fold line. It has a fold line. So this is new for me also. New for me also. So we're going to go ahead and press these. Get these pressed. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. I'm going to go ahead and press it folded in half here. There's that one. And then we have this one. As I said, there's 2 pieces to each one. 2 pieces to each one, and then a piece of batting. So, and you're going to run all 3 pieces through the cutter at one time. All 3 pieces through the cutter at one time, which you sit there and go, is that a lot of pieces to go through? But y'all, it's okay because that thing will cut through quite a bit. So there's those 2. And then I'm not pressing the batting. So there's that. So what we're going to do is we'll line all 3 pieces up on the cutter. So good morning from New Orleans. Good morning. So the water's gone, Miss Amy. The water is gone. Knock on wood. It needs to stay away. Needs to stay away there, y'all. Okay. So now we'll iron this one. We'll get all these ironed, and then we'll head over to the cutting and get that cutting here. And I'll show y'all what I was working on this morning. So did a little bit of a rearranging this morning, or yesterday actually. My husband helped me. We kind of moved some sewing machines around. That way I was able to use all 3 embroidery machines at one time. So I had all 3 going this morning, y'all. I had all 3 going this morning, and I have a centerpiece for your table that I'm working on, and it's a Halloween piece. So that I posted a video of it. It's kind of cool. So we'll see how that turns out. To new. So there's that one. So then we'll go ahead and get this one pressed. We're gonna, like I said, we're doing 3. I decided we should have time to make 3 of these. We should have time to make 3. I think. Get this all pressed. And what pretty fabric, right? What pretty fabric. And it doesn't take that much. You said you got, what, 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. 11 1/4 by 7 1/2. Get this one all pressed. And Miss Amy, I have to tell you, I'm down to 162. I am at 162. I'm excited, so. Which is a big feat because I started at around 230, so that was a lot of weight. I'm pretty happy at my current weight, so pretty happy. So thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. So, all right. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll tell you, it was hard work. Lots of work at the gym, and help from a doctor. Lots of help. So I appreciate it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to I need the cutting mat. Where is the cutting mat for this one? Because I had a cutting mat. Hold on, I'm looking for the cutting mat that goes with this one. May have to use what I've gotten. Yeah, that one won't work. That's the one that I don't know what to work. But that's all right, because we can use this one. All right. So now what we're going to do. So today we're having some fun today, y'all. we are going to be making this. We are going to be making these hand towels. How fun is this, right? But we're going to make them a little special. We're going to have a little fun with them. So I will reschedule. Yes, absolutely. I will reschedule Mug Rug Day. I will reschedule Mug Rug Day. So we can look at our schedule for this week and maybe we can swap some things around. So yeah, oh, absolutely. You got to have mug rugs. I got it on A. I got it on A. So it is a Panasonic. Shoot me a message if you want. I can send you the L. I can't say that L word, but I can send it over to you. It's on the way. Awesome, Laura. Well, we're going to figure out how to work it today because I've yet to make one. So we're going to be making one together. We're going to be making one together. Let's go have some fun. Let's go over to the AccuQuilt cutter. Again, I'm in a fifth wheel, so y'all get to see the whole area. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Yeah, yesterday was a little scary. It was like I had stayed up till midnight the night before because of all the flooding, and I didn't want to, yeah, we were pre-evacuation. We were on pre-evacuation mode, y'all. So I am going to flip this camera around because I'm going to show y'all what we were working on this morning. I'm going to show you what we were working on this morning. I'm going to flip that around. Again, I'm in a fifth wheel. So this morning we moved my Husqvarna over here. This is what we're going to be sewing on today is the Husqvarna. So I have this fun Halloween centerpiece that I've been working on. So that is the one. Got to rethread the machine. We're going to take a walk over here. So I had 3 of them going at once this morning. You spin me right, Tammy? I'm spinning you all the way around. So I have that one going, and then I come over here, and I have this one going. So that's kind of what I was working on this morning. And then we're going to go walking this way. Say hi. Gotta say hi to Ma this morning. That's my lovely quilt that I made her. So I'm going to flip that back around. Thank you, Miss Amy. So I'm going to flip that back around. So let me put y'all, I'm going to put y'all right here for right now. I'll move you back over here once we get, yep. Hi, Ma. Hi, Ma. And look, I found my coffee. Got to have more coffee, right? Right? Isn't it cool? So Ma hangs right on the window. She hangs, the quilt ended up being a lot bigger. So needless to say, she kind of hangs sideways, but that's okay. It is okay. So we are going to be using, this is the AccuQuilt cutter. So this is what we're going to be using here. And so I'm going to turn in this way and move it this way. And it's kind of cool. This is the electric one. They have an electric one, and then they have a manual one that you can do. Absolutely. You sure can. You mean the one I made last week or this one? Shoot me a message, Susan. Shoot me a message. Okay, so I'm going to plug this up. Go get it up. Small spaces, y'all. You maximize your spaces. You maximize the spaces here. Turn on. Why not? There we go. There we go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to be running these fabric through this die. So let me open this die up. We have prepped all the fabric. Like I said, I just got this die. So y'all get to do this new with me too. So you get to do this with me new. Why not? Let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. Exciting. Okay. So as a reminder, be careful with these dies. Be careful with the dies. Because you have to remember, you have to remember that on the dies, there's blades, y'all. So there is, in here, right here, if you go through here, if you push down on that, it'll cut your finger. They're very, very sharp. So you have to be very careful on those. So on this die, you see there's a line. There's no blade there. This is an actual line. That's where the fold of your fabric goes. So this is the first die that I've seen with this that has an actual place for the fold. You know how where you cut fabric out of your patterns and it says place the fold right there on this line? Well, guess what? They've done it here. So we are going to take, and they're saying that you can do all 3 layers. They're saying you can do all 3 layers. So I have the 2 pieces of fabric and the batting folded. So I have those folded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out here right on the fold line. And let me bring you all over here so you can see this. Bring you over. Let me flip you around. We're going to flip you right around again. So we get it. So again, so you see how the line right there? And it says lay on the fold. And it's kind of cool because they actually put the size of fabric that you need here. And I always go a little bit longer. I like to cut a little bit bigger. I know you end up wasting some fabric, but that's okay. So we're going to put that right on the fold. Put that right on the fold there. And said we have all 3 layers. We have all 3 layers there. And I'm going to take my mat, and I got a big mat. I don't know what I've done with my little mat. So we put the mat there. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to feed it right through. This is the coolest thing, guys. Because now it just pushes that right through there. We're going to bring this back over here. Bring it back over here. I'm going to lift that up. Ah! So there is, well, we got some scraps there. So there is 1 piece, there is 2 piece, and then there is the batting. Oh my gosh, Amy, you can go down a wormhole. You can completely go down a complete wormhole on these things, Miss Amy. So there is lots and lots of dies. Okay, so there is that one. So there's 1. We have 1 cut. So let's go ahead and cut 2 more. So I'm going to take these. And again, you have your fold line. So you have your fold line here. There's no blade in there. So, but here on this line, that is where your razor blade is. So it's like a razor blade more or less. So that is your fold line. This is phenomenal. This is so much fun. I always have so much fun with these. So I'm going to put that right on the fold line and turn it this way. Pulling it that way, and that's right there, and you'll see right there on the fold. So I'm gonna put that. So a die is so what a die is it's a, hold on, I'll tell you. Let me think of how to explain it. Let me think of how to explain that one. But it has, the die has a blade on it, so it's an actual thing that you push, it goes through here, and that die will actually cut the fabric for you. And so when it goes through, it actually goes through and it cuts the fabric. Yeah, like a mold that cuts. Yeah. We own a tool and I company and makes dies. Are you serious? That is crazy, Amy. That is crazy. Okay, so there's another one cut. So let's go ahead and get this last one cut. Like I said, we have three of these here. I'm going to flip y'all back around again. Flip you back around. Here we go. Put you right there. So now what we're going to do is, like I said, you have 2 pieces of fabric. Thanks for the follow. 2 pieces of fabric and then your batting. And we're just lining it up right here on this die. And again on the die, you'll see there's a fold line here and then your blade that goes and cuts it. So good morning. How are you? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. These are a lot of fun. And like I said, they have a large variety. They have a large variety of these that you can get. And you have ones that they have a manual one that you can do manually. So the price range between these is pretty good. So depending on what you can afford and what you can do. So absolutely, it totally makes this easy to do. So there's no way that we could have cut 3 of these out in the time that we're cutting these out. So laying those there, taking the cutting mat. I have another cutting mat somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. So, but as long as the cutting mat is as big as your die that you're sending through, it works out okay. It works out okay. So I'm going to send that through here. And if y'all want, I can come up with a kit for this and of some personalized fabric, give me color choices or whatever, and I can figure out that for you guys, and shoot me a message if you're interested. That way all y'all can make these too. Okay, so we have 2 pieces of fabric. I'll go take these. Okay, so now we have 3 towels to make. We have 3 towels we're going to make. Let me get a drink of my coffee here again. I'm going to warm it up right quick, and then we'll go back to the sewing room. We will go back to the sewing room. Back, walk about. I'm going to take that so we all can see exactly which one we're making there. It makes it very easy. It makes it very easy to do, y'all. So back into the sewing room. And Miss Amy, your package is all packaged up and will be, and it's in my bag and ready. Yes, walkabout. We got to go on walkabouts, y'all. Ready to be shipped today. So I will drop it off at the post office, and I did 1 to 3 day shipping as quick as I could do for you. So it will be headed out. Okay. So now we have them. So again, this is what we're making this morning. Which Gracie, what are you talking about? The actual this or the kit that I'm going to create for you guys? This one. So either you can actually go to the website or go to this where are we at here? Go to here. Google that website and you can actually and you'll actually find it there. If you're looking for a kit, shoot me a message. I'll create you one. If you want a kit, shoot me a message. I'll help you out. Okay, so let me move you guys back to the other holder here. Get you guys back to the holder here, and I'm going to press that down a little bit. Okay. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Always willing to help. Always willing to help. Oh, yes, they are. They are on there too. So absolutely. And actually you get a pretty good deal, but I think A actually ships right from the company. I think they actually ship right from the company. So, but if you're local to me, shoot me a message. I've got a lot of extra dies. I have a lot of extra dies that I'd be willing to make you guys a good deal on. So if you're local to me. So, okay. So we have these here. And I think the next step, so these are going to be cute. These are going to be cute here. So, because I wanted a little nuts buying them for a while, and now I have a whole tub full of them that just not. Good morning, Jessica. That I haven't been using. So, okay. So we're going to do. I got to look and see what our next step is here. Because I think our next step is actually sewing the other piece. So I think what we are making, what are we making today? We're doing hand towels. We are doing hand towels today. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning. Good morning. So next step we need to do is we need to cut a 7-inch, oh, don't get me wrong here. 7-inch by 3-inch, and we need 2 7-inch by 3 inches, and that's going to be your coordinating strip across the bottom. The coordinating strip across the bottom. So we're going to bring the fun cutting mat up here. Bring the fun cutting mat. So this one here, where is the coordinating for this one's coordinating? Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. That. Did I really do that? Oh my gosh, that is funny. I cut two. Those were supposed to be coordinating, I think. No, this one was the one that was going with this one. That's the one that was going with this one. See, I'm losing my mind here, y'all. Losing my mind. Right? Who doesn't need hand towels? Who doesn't need hand towels? So we're going to cut 3 inches. So I'm going to cut this 3 inches here. So we're going to go here. We're going to go 3 inches across. And then we need 2 of them 3 inches by 7 inches here, y'all. 3 inches by 7 inches. Because I haven't made this before yet either. So we're making it for the first time together here. Making it for the first time together. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. So pull it that way. Da-doom. 1, 2, 3. Got that one. And we need to go 7 inches. So we're going to take this. Cut off the extra there. We're going to go from this side because that got a little crooked there. Sometimes my ruler moves. Sometimes my ruler moves. It's like, oh, hey. My lines, I've had this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going 7 across. So I'm assuming that means that the thing is 7 across. Okay. So 2 of those, and then I need 2 of these. Same thing. So we're going to go 3 inches across on this one. I could have had all these cut prior to, guys, but y'all get to cut with me this morning. Get those pop sockets for your phone and... Ow! What a great idea. What a great idea. Good idea. So 3 inch, 7 inch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 7. Oh, there's a 7 there. I'm a knucklehead. Ha! I'm a complete knucklehead. That's okay. So I'm gonna put that one there, and then the other coordinating one was pink. Somewhere or another. Where is... So I need 3 inch by 7 inch. 3 inch by 7 inch. I think the hardest part of all these is just getting them cut. Getting them cut, y'all. Okay. Because you could literally get a bunch of these cut and stitch them up really quick. Get a bunch cut and stitch them up really quick, y'all. Cut that one there. And look, there, you guys, there's a 7 right there in the middle. I've been counting across, and there's a 7 sitting right there. I'm like, oh, hey, ha. Okay, so it looks like the next step we have to do is we're going to press these in half. So these got to be pressed in half. We just need 2 of these. So we're going to press these in half like this. And then we're going to stitch them to the bottom of each of these. So these ones, coordinating ones, go with the yellow ones. The coordinating ones go with these yellow ones here. So I'm going to press these. So you get them pressed in half here, and then we're going to put them right on the bottom. Right on the bottom of here. And then we'll just stitch across here, and then we're going to fold it down. So we'll get that one there. This is a fairly easy sew. Fairly easy sew. And quick. very quick. There's that one. So this one will go here. I'm hoping. So we'll put that one right there. So it's like I said, you have it and it's just going to sew right across the bottom, and then we'll flip it down and press it again. Flip it down and press it again. So then we'll come here and we'll grab, this one goes, which one does this one go with? That one goes with, I think that one was going with this one, I think. Either that or I'm almost thinking, yeah, I think those match. I was like, do they match or don't they? I'm sitting here talking to myself, y'all. I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself this morning. Losing my mind. Losing my mind here. Okay. There's that one. So that one will go that way. Put that one there. I'm going to press this one. Batiks. I love batiks, y'all. Batiks is a fun fabric. Fun fabric on the batiks, y'all. So we'll grab this one. And then we'll stitch across that one. And then here's these. This fabric I got when I was in Montana, and I hadn't done it. I had other plans for it, which we may still do that too one day. But that one there. And then this one. These are going to be cute hand towels. Cute, cute, cute. Fold in half. It's too bad they didn't put this as part of the die. They could have easily put that as part of the die too. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. So now we're going to go to the sewing machine. Let me turn. It does take the time out of the prep. I'll tell you. Makes it work out really well. So let me turn this sewing machine on. So we are going to be using Husqvarna because, like I said, we've kind of rearranged. So we're going to pull you this way. We're going to pull you this way. I'm going to tighten that up here. Tighten that up. We're going to go this way here. We're going to be using this machine. We're going to be using this machine here, y'all. So, and I gotta move. I had hung my trick-or-treat bag up there. Hung the trick-or-treat bag. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to take these. You gotta let this thing boot. Sometimes the thing boots. Move my standing mat over just a little bit. That way I can stand on that. So we're going to start new. So this machine is a lot of fun, y'all. And we got to make sure we turn that speed down. Because this thing likes to make it go really fast. And we don't want to go that fast. We do not want to go that fast. Let me see if I can pull this a little bit more. That way I can move you guys a little bit more that way. Okay. That way you can see. Can you guys see okay? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so now what we've done is we've taken the bottom piece, or the piece to the towel. Go this way. The piece of the towel. And then I'm going to take the piece that we just folded that's raw edge down. We're taking that raw edge down and we're going to stitch right across the top of there. Just stitch right across the top. And I'm going to grab me a piece of fabric. Okay. I love the sound of this machine. She just sounds pretty. She just sounds pretty. Okay, so we're going to stitch right across. And we're going to stitch all these. Make sure it's lined up okay. grab my scissors. So what we've done is, where is my scissors? Scissors, there's a pair right there. There is a pair. Okay. Put you there. So what we've done is we sewed it on here, and then we will take and fold it down, and then we'll press the seam. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of these sewed here. Let me sew the rest of these right quick, and then we'll go back to the sewing mat and we'll get them all pressed. Like I said, you have raw edge here, raw edge of the folded fabric. We're doing a straight stitch across the bottom. Straight stitch across the bottom there. And I'm just doing a 1/4 inch seam there. Just a 1/4 inch seam. I'm going to go ahead and do all of them here. Da-doom. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. I hit a button with my hand and it started programming another stitch on there. I'm like, no, don't do that. Yeah, so if you had a bunch of these cut out, you could actually do quite a few at one time. Quite a few at one time there. I'm excited to see how these turn out. Super excited. I'm hoping it works out pretty good because these will make perfect Christmas gifts or whatever. I mean, you could do whatever you wanted with these. Okay, so we got 2 more here to go. 2 more to go, and then we'll go back over to the pressing mat. And again, you have your raw edge, right side, and then this is your 7" by 3" folded in half, and then you have your raw edge up there too. And we're just gonna sew that together. One more here, y'all. 10 at a time. Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you. I did that with bears. So for a while I was selling lots of bears, and I would do 10 bears at one time. I would take and get all the faces sewed on. Once I had all the faces done, and then I would stitch them together. I threw them at my husband. I was like, here, start sewing these together. Start sewing these together. Makes it better when you're sitting there and you're doing a, I'm going to put that down. Oops. That was the wrong button. So we're going to come back over here to the, move y'all back. Small spaces, y'all. Small spaces. Okay. Small spaces. There we go. Okay. So now we have these, and we've sewed them to it. It's kind of cool. You sewed them all together. Now we just cut them all apart. And we'll cut them all apart. And then we'll take, the iron's still going. And I think we'll go ahead and add the transfer onto here too, because we have 2 transfers that we're going to add. So we'll go ahead and add those, and then we're going to stitch it together. So stitches together really quickly, y'all, really quick. So now what we need to do is, so we've sewn this on here. We need to press it down. We need to take and press that down with the iron. So we're going to take and get all these pressed. Get all these pressed here. If y'all are just joining, this is what we're making today. This is what we're making today. Have you ever made, funny thing, Amy? So I just literally got the die for it. So we're going to be making some of those. We are going to be making, good question. Good question. We're going to be making some of those. Okay. So now we'll take and we'll press these. Get these pressed. So I'm going to press that back. I'm going to go ahead and press that seam out of there. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it too. That's the one you're looking at? Yes. I'm thinking that would be fun and easy. We should try that one. We'll have to try that one. Okay. So there's that one. So this is going to be pretty. That was a good coordinate. I wasn't sure about the fabric color, the coordinating fabric, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So press that one there. So there's that one. That one didn't have a transfer on it, so they can be. They can be. You try and get them on sale. You try and get them on sale. So, but the thing is once you get them, I mean, you just keep using them. So, like I said, if anybody wants, I'm more than willing to cut some of these into a kit. So if you decide you want to, let me know. We can do that. Okay. So this is the one that's going on here. This is the one because I'm thinking we may have to cut her down a little bit. We're going to have to cut her down a little bit. And I think we're just going to use some pinking shears here. We're going to use some pinking shears and cut her down a little bit. I forgot when I had this printed with that company to knock out the white, but oh well. Sometimes when you have them printed, you can have them knock the white out of the background. That works. That works. So we're going to put her here. I'm going to bring her down just a little bit. That way, give room for the seam. Okay, so we're going to press her down. That pops up right there. And then remember, when you do these, always take, I did. Shoot me a message. Oh my gosh, 24K, coolest dad. That is awesome. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Amy. I wasn't saying you had to, but you're good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited for the baby to get that. I am excited for the baby to get that. Okay, so always when you add those transfers, make sure that you press it on there too. This one is going to be cute. This is going to be a cute. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. Okay. So now we're going to press this one. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm on here sewing and not floating away. I'll tell you, that was a little scary for a while. That was a little scary for a while. We have a puzzle this morning. We have a puzzle. Sometimes we have a puzzle. Sometimes we don't have a puzzle. There we go. Puzzle is all done. Good morning, Miss Linda. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Thanks for the follow. Anybody that's just joining, we're having fun with this. We are having fun with this. So let's come back on this one. And we're going to add a transfer on this one too. Somewhere. My transfer is somewhere. I'm going to find it. Where'd you go? There you are. This one's going to be cute. Cute, cute, y'all. Okay, so press this one out. These are stitching together really easy. This is stitching together really easy, y'all. So this one is getting the owl. This one is getting the owl. So thanks for the follows. So I'm going to take this one. Try and get it centered on here. There we go. That should be good. Sometimes you have to do some little bit of pressing. Make sure that it gets it on there. There we go. There we go. And then you take that other piece of fabric. Awesome, Miss Linda. That I am so proud of you. That is so cool. Very cool, Miss Linda. Okay, so we're going to press that one on there. Okay. How cool is that? That's going to be a pretty hand towel. Oh my gosh, I am excited. I am excited, y'all. Oh my gosh. Ah! I am excited. Like I said, if you guys, if you decide you want to order, I can actually add a transfer to your kit too. So let me know. I just want you guys to be able to make these because, y'all, this is too easy and too much fun. Too easy and too much fun. Oh my gosh. Send me a message. Send me a message. I'll let you know where I get them. Okay. So now that we have these all pressed out, now we have these all pressed. What we're going to do is we're going to take these two because, oh my gosh, I'm excited. We need to sew them together. We need to sew them together. So we need to line up these down here. And we're just going to stitch all the way around it. We're going to stitch all the way around it because then we'll turn it inside out. Then we'll turn it inside out. All right, here. Yeah, so I purchase the designs and then I send them to the company. Oh my gosh, sewing is a happy place. Sewing is a happy place, and I'm always more than willing to help y'all out. So if you have questions or, you know, and just anybody new to the live, y'all get to choose what we do. Y'all get to choose what we do as a schedule for the week. And I pin my schedule to the first, Sewing is a Great Therapy. Yes, I pin my schedule to my bio. And y'all, literally, y'all get to choose what we do. So yeah, somebody wanted to make towels. So we're doing towels. We are doing towels, y'all. So we are going to get all these together here. Like I said, we put transfers on 2 of them. We put a transfer. I'm in love with this. We're going to have to cut some more of these, y'all. We are going to have to cut some more of these. And this one is going to be gorgeous too. I'm in love. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning. I'm in love with that fabric. It is just gorgeous. And I'm about out of that fabric. So I've had it for years and years. So I don't even remember where I got it. So, all right. So now thanks for the share. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch all the way around this, but leave the bottom open. You want to leave that bottom open because that's where the towel's going to go. That is where the towel's going to go. So let's head over to the sewing machine. Not very far. So we're going to come around this way. I'm going to bring y'all over. Bring y'all over here. Okay. Come over to the Husqvarna here. Okay. Here we go. So again, like I said, you have, and you could put clips on here if you wanted to. I'm just going to stitch it. I'm going to eyeball it and stitch it around. So line them up and then you're just going to stitch. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to take go to that corner there, turn it this way. Go just a little bit more. And then turn it this way. Just keep turning. It's almost like you're turn it this way. You have your needle down in the down position. That way when you stop, you're able to just turn that fabric and then turn it this way. And turn it this way. This way. There's that one. So I always start and stop with a piece of fabric. It keeps your fabric from bunching or those threads. But I'm almost thinking we should probably back stitch these. So we're going to go back and stitch this again because I forgot to do a back stitch on these. So we're going to flip you back around. Probably didn't have to, but I'm saying not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to back stitch these. Just flip you back around. You can always go back and stitch again. Okay. So that's all stitched, and then we'll go back to the pressing mat. But let's go ahead and stitch all three of these. We got two more. Miss Debbie, we are making towels. We are making hand towels. So we're going to stitch all around these. Stitch all the way around. These are, I'm excited. And I don't know if I'm more excited because of the fabric choices we made or I don't know. This is too much fun. Too much fun here. Okay. Where's my back stitch? There you are. Pull you back over. Just kind of keep it lined up. You can clip it if you want to, or pin it if you want to, however you want. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Down here. Stop. Get that one, and then we'll grab the other one right quick and stitch it. You know what? I should have added the batting. Oh my gosh. Thanks for catching that. We should have added batting. We're going to add it right now. I totally spaced the batting. Ah! Totally spaced it. Glad you said something. Thank you. Appreciate the gifts, y'all. Appreciate the gifts. Yeah, so the batting should have already been added, so we're going to go. I'm almost half tempted to just say the heck with the batting, but because you don't have to have the batting. So you should have added the batting on this step. You should have added the batting on this step. So that was my bad. My bad. We're going to go back and stitch it again. See, this is why you guys help me out here. I was so excited, I completely forgot. Completely forgot. But if you forget, just go sew a lot down your line again. It's okay. It works out. Nice catch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Batting. You need batting, y'all. Okay. Let's go ahead and add batting to this other one. We'll add batting to the other one. And the batting is a little bit shorter than the there we go. If you happen to miss it, just go back and add it. It happens. It happens. So you would figure it would happen when I'm showing y'all how to do this. Ta-doom, ta-doom. Okay, one more to go. And we'll actually add the batting like we were supposed to on this one. We'll actually add the batting. Okay. Batting, y'all. Batting. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, good morning. I'm saying no walking this morning because I'm saying the walking path is closed. So, because I don't think you can get to the hospital currently. I don't think. Well, you have to go a roundabout way to get there, so. I believe. From looking at the thing. I'm almost thinking. So we're going to line that up there, and then we're going to line up the batting. Trying to line all three of them up is fun, y'all. Okay. Don't forget to back stitch here. That way. This way. Okay, this is the last one, then we'll head back to the pressing mat and we'll get it pressed. Back stitch that right there. I'm excited to turn these inside out. Excited, y'all. All right, so go back this way. Here we go. Good morning if you're just joining. Good morning. So if y'all are just joining, we are having fun making these this morning. We're having fun making these. So now that we actually have all two layers and the batting in there. Good morning. So now we're going to take and we're going to trim the corners. Trim the corners, that way the corners get pressed out. Don't cut your hand there. Trim the corner there. Trim that corner. I'm going to trim that fabric. Said that one a little off, but that's okay. Trim there. Okay. So now we're going to turn it inside out. Or right side out. Right side out. Not inside out. Right side out. Right side out. So what I do is I always take my thumb and go all the way, find the furthest edge, and then I take my finger and then I press out that way and then take and pull it. Take and pull it that way. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I am excited. This is crazy. I am excited, y'all. We're going to use a marker. Make sure the marker lid is on when you do this. That way you press out those corners here. Then once we get it all pressed out, we'll press it with the iron too. Oh my God. I'm excited. I'm excited. Make sure you're sure if you have a DTF transfer on there, you're not putting that iron right on the transfer, y'all. You don't want to put that iron right on that transfer. So if you have that, make sure you put that. So we're going to press this. How exciting is this? How exciting is this? Oh my gosh. Crazy. How cool. Okay. So now we're going to, oh, here we go. So what we've done is I took 2 hand towels and I cut the hand towels in half. I cut those hand towels in half. So now what we're going to do is we need to take and we're going to take, I'm going to put that there, and this is how we're going to measure. This is how you're going to measure. So we're going to take and we're going to fold it this way. And then we're going to take and fold this one this way, because this is going to go right inside of that. It's going to go right inside of that. We're going to turn that the other way. I'm going to press this. Who heard about ironing towels? What are you doing, ironing a towel? Never heard of ironing a towel, but that's okay. So then we're going to take this and we're going to put this inside of here. Inside of there. I think this is where you actually need straight pins, y'all. This is where you actually need straight pins. Oh my gosh, I am excited. I am excited, excited, y'all. So we're going to take and put a straight pin there. And a straight pin here. Okay. So that is going to be a hand towel. Oh my gosh. So what I did is the towel. So let me show you. So the hand towel. So this is just the hand towel that I got. These are terry cloth. These are just terry cloth. And I took and folded it in half. And then I just cut. I just cut it right in half. So that way you can make two hand towels out of one towel. You get 2 hand towels out of one towel. Why not, right? Why not? Okay. So, I'm excited. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the other 2 inside out. Or right side out. Let's go ahead and turn these right side out. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Ask all the questions y'all want. Ask all the questions y'all want. So we tried to have, we used to have to learn to iron out towels and sheets. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about, I've heard of ironing sheets. I've heard of ironing sheets, but I'd never heard about ironing towels. Never heard about ironing towels out. So, but I guess it works. So the things you do. The things you do. So we're trimming the corners here. Trimming the corners. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. So then what you do is you take your thumb, go all the way in, find that edge. So this is the furthest edge, and you take your finger and you kind of push in there, and then you come here and you pull it out. Come there. It was a giant roller iron. Oh, wow. That is cool. That is cool. What did I do with my marker? There you are. So we're using a maca here. Well, good day from Australia. How cool is that? We are making, hold on, let me show you. So I have this that I got, and we're trying it out for the first time today. This is the first one that we've gotten pieced. We're going to be stitching across here, and I do repost my lives, y'all. I do repost my lives. You're my first one from Australia, so welcome to the live, ma'am. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. We're on Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time. So it is currently almost 6 o'clock, so it's about 5:53 here. So we're pushing these out. Pushing these out here. 40K. Oh my gosh, y'all are awesome this morning. Y'all are awesome. We are rolling this morning. All right, so we're getting that one. Let me get this one pressed. And as a reminder, if you have a transfer on here, because we put 2 of these, we put the DTF transfer on. If you have that DTF transfer, make sure you have a piece of fabric on top when you press it, because you don't want to press on top of that transfer, or you're going to have a transfer on your iron, which is not no fun. That is not no fun, y'all. So we're going to press that down. Then we'll add the towel to this one. I'm excited. I'm excited. Look at that. Is that not cute? Tea towel toppers. Yes. Is that not cool? So these are hand towels, but same thing. I figure same thing. All right. So what we're going to do is take a drink of coffee. And I've taken a hand towel and I cut it in half. So cut the hand towel in half. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take that. So we're using this as your size. So you're going to fold it kind of in half, come in just a little bit, and bring this one in just a little bit. And you're going to flip it around because you want the other side on the back side. The other side on the back side there. Iron that down. I'm going to tell my husband I was ironing towels. He's going to laugh at me. So we're going to go here. My mother-in-law irons everything. She used to iron her husband's shirts. I mean, her husband's t-shirts, socks. I mean, everything. So put that there. That there. Okay, so that, and then we'll take and pin this in. Pin this in. And then we have one more to turn inside out. One more to turn inside out. That one there. Sorry, you guys couldn't see it. I apologize. This one is going to be cute too, y'all. This one is going to be cute. Look at that! Oh my gosh, exciting. I'm excited on the transfers. I'm having so much fun with these. So, all right. Cut the corners on these. Cut the corners. Cut the corners. Da-doom. Da-doom. Okay. So we're going to turn this inside out. Turn this inside out. Thanks, Grandma. We have another Grandma. So we're going to turn it inside out. I'm liking it. I love this fabric, y'all. I said, I'm about out of this fabric. I've had it for years. And I don't have very much more of that fabric left. Don't have very much more of that left. Put that one out. Just pointing, I'm pushing my corners out with a marker, y'all. Just make sure your tip is on that marker because you don't want to draw on your marker. I gotta turn the fan on, hold on. Okay, so now we're gonna take and press this with the iron. And like I said, this one doesn't have a transfer on it. This one doesn't have one on it, so we'll just press this one out. And you don't have to, I mean, you can do whatever. I mean, and you could find some fun fabric and do this with it. So pull that out, and then we have here, we're going to see if that's actually pretty close. That works. that works. So then you're just going to put this inside where you stitched. Put that inside of there. There we go. And then we'll pin it across there, and then we're going to stitch it. We will put a stitch across there. There we go. So that one's going to be pretty too. That one is going to be pretty too. So let's go back to the sewing machine. So we'll go back to the sewing machine and we'll get these stitched across. Then we're going to decide what we're going to do up here. We'll decide what we're going to do. We have a few different options. We're going to come back this way. If y'all are new to me, I'm in a fifth wheel, so needless to say, we kind of make do here. Da-doom, da-doom. There we go. All right, so what stitch? I have buttonholes on here. We could totally do da-doom, da-doom. I'm looking for a stitch. I use a stitch on my other machine and I'm looking for that stitch. I'm hoping I can find that stitch. There's that stitch. That's so close. So close. And I think we might just use that stitch. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch across the side of this. Make sure that that looks okay. That works. Okay. Do not fall off. So I put a blanket stitch on there. Worked out really, really well. So almost awesome. Almost 50K likes. You guys are awesome this morning. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and stitch these other ones here. I'm going to grab my pin cushion. Grab my pin cushion right quick. Put you there. Put you there. And you can pretty much use any stitch you want to here. A decorative stitch. You just gotta sew it down, so it could be anything. How pretty is it? Okay, so here's this one. That one was misaligned. You want to try and line up the back and the front together. So the last one was off just a little bit. So Just a little bit. Okay, back to the sewing table, y'all. Back to the sewing table. Y'all always get to go on walkabouts here. Always get to go on walkabouts. Thanks for the new follows, y'all. Thanks for the new follows. So let me trim the thread here. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited, y'all. Check that out. Is that not gorgeous? Is that not gorgeous? So we need to figure out, so we have two different options here. So I need to see if I have any buttons, because we could totally, right? Oh my gosh, we can totally add buttons here. So many different options. So many different options here. So, and these were easy. Yeah, we just whipped up 3 of these. We have literally just whipped up 3 of these, right? Velcro. Oh my gosh, Velcro. I have Velcro. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for the idea. Hold on. We're going to get the Velcro out. We are Velcroing, y'all. We are going to Velcro, because I'm pretty sure I have Velcro. Velcro, where you at? Where you at? I have some fun. Ooh. I know what one of them's going to get. Hold on. There you are. I'm going to say, I know I have Velcro somewhere. Velcro, Velcro. But y'all, hold on. I have. Look what I found. Look what I found. Do I have, I'll have to look and see. If not, I can get one for you. I can get one. Is that not cute? Oh my gosh. Right? We gotta have the owl on there. Velcro where the back ribbon, Velcro with a black and white stopped ribbon glue on top. Okay, I'm a little confused. Medium white. Cute, cute, cute. Hold on. We're gonna use green. Does it matter which way it goes? Does it matter? We're gonna use green. Green, green. So we're gonna go, so it needs to go on the back, right? Back here. And then it needs to go there. There. Yeah, we're gonna get the owl button on there. We're gonna get that owl button on there. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Thanks for the follows. Okay. And I think we'll probably add some more glue on there. I understand what you're saying now. I understand what you're saying now. Okay. So owl, we're doing that one with the owl. Pink. We're gonna use pink. Pink, pink. Velcro. Get in there. So we're going to go that way. And that away. Okay. There we go. So there we go. And I'm thinking snap magnets. I think you're right. We're going to come back this way Because if I go the other way, then there's not enough space to go around the stove. There. There. Snaps. I don't know if I don't think I have any snaps. I don't think I have any snaps. Okay, here we go. But this one's getting an owl. This one's getting an owl. But we need to figure out, so owl will be sewed on right there. And if we come down here, that needs to go right there. I'm going to put a mark here. We're going to see if we can do a buttonhole, y'all. To the back is better. Okay. We're going to see, we're going to put that mark there because buttonhole is going to go right there. But before we sew a buttonhole on here, we're going to sew a buttonhole on a piece of fabric to make sure. Just to make sure. So I'm going to grab a piece of fabric. Grab a piece of fabric. It's been a while since I did a buttonhole, y'all. I don't know if y'all do buttonholes very often, but it's been a while since I did one. So we're going to go and do a buttonhole. Yeah, I agree. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't believe that I had an owl. I can't believe that I had an owl, y'all. So thanks for the shares. Y'all, we're at 58K likes. We are at 58K likes. Y'all are phenomenal. So, and I appreciate you being in the live, hanging out with us. I appreciate you hanging out with us in the morning. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to come over here and we are going to do a buttonhole. We're going to see if we can do a buttonhole. So let's come back here. Buttonholes. I think it was on this one. So we're going to come down here. Scroll down. I am almost thinking that one. Been such a long time. Oh, C. We need C. C. Where are you at? C. Okay, guys. I said, where did my piece of fabric go? Let's see. That was, okay, well, not sure what it's doing. It's going backwards. Well, it says it's a buttonhole. Okay, I seriously don't know what I'm doing here. How? Do we make our own buttonhole? No. How in the heck? See, I've never done a buttonhole on here. See, this is what happens. We can do it this way. And then come back that way. That would work. I already changed the foot on there. I think that'll work. What the heck? We're going to try it. We're going to be brave. We are going to be brave. So that is going to go there. So we need to do, all right, guys, hold your breath. Hold your breath, because so I'm going to put you there. I just dropped it behind there. Oof. So I'm going to go. Okay, so easiest way I found to cut buttonholes is with a seam ripper. I use a seam ripper for buttonholes. If I could find, here we go. This is usually the point when my needle breaks or run, right? Yeah, I was like, no. Okay, so what I do is I take a seam ripper and I just kind of poke it in there and then just kind of work your way up a little bit. But that's not, that's like thick. So we're gonna use these scissors. We're gonna use these scissors here. Now all we gotta do is sew on that button right quick. Where'd my owl go? Where'd you go? That's, oh, I was gonna say that's not funny. Not funny. Cut just a little bit more. Okay, so we got that. So then the owl is gonna go. Where'd my marker go? There you are. So we're gonna open that up. I'm gonna just put a dot where that mark or owl is gonna go. Now, hold on, be right back, because I gotta find, wait, here's one right here. Let's see, I need a needle. Now we're going to sew. Now we're gonna sew the button on. Okay, I use the same knot as I use for a fisherman's knot. So, same knot works. Same knot works. Okay, so this one just has like a loop back here. So, we're gonna come on here. We are going to come up. I was thinking we're gonna stay within that front fabric. That way we don't go to the back. Oh, are you kidding me? Thinking. Okay. Yeah, shoot me a message, Tammy. Shoot me a message. Instead, if anybody's wanting me to cut you a kit for this, let me know. Just shoot me a message on it. So, okay. So this is going to be cute, y'all. The owl is going to be cute. Get this stitched. I don't like hand stitching, y'all. I don't like hand stitching, so. And I'm just staying in the front of that, not grabbing the back fabric, so. Okay, so let me tie a knot. Tie a knot here. Did I? No, go that way. How do I make it? Y'all, I am not a seamstress or a buttonhole sewer. Maybe I'll go that way. Maybe. That worked. Don't come out of there, no! Okay, I think I finally have it. Sorry, guys. Trying to sew a button on. This owl needed to have a button. Okay. So now bring that down. The owl through. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. That is just cute. That is too cute. Too cute. How fun. How fun. How fun is that? Fun, fun. And I have some other cute buttons. Aren't these the cutest buttons? That would go good with the deer ones I have. That would go cool with the deer. Because that would... Where is... Hold on. Let's look at these because there is a deer one in here. That would be cute. Where are we at here? That one. Because the deer... Would that not be cute? Aren't they cute buttons? That would be cute. That one would be cute. I don't know. Too much fun. Oh, the witch ones. Is this the witch? You want one of these witch ones? Not witch one, that one. Are you wanting one of these for your witch? Right? Are these not fun? These would be fun. These would be fun with these fabrics. Because you could do towels with these fabrics. Right? That would be good. Right? So, let me know which ones you're thinking there, Tammy. Yeah, those would be cool. So, again, I can do sewing kits for you guys. If you don't have the AccuQuilt cutter, I can cut them for you and send them out. I'll post a link on my website here in a little bit. And then tell me which ones you're wanting. Tell me which ones you're wanting and we can get those. So, but they work out really well. Use Velcro. Velcro works very well. Or you could use snaps. Either way on there, y'all. So they turned out really sure. Not sure if you need any more buttons, but I just seen really. Oh, wow. Very cool. Okay, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. Anybody interested, shoot me a message. I can help. We'll get you some shipped out this week. So, Not a problem. Not a problem. So, and lots of fun. And I do repost my lives. I repost my lives for you guys. So, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to have the transfers. So, are you wanting them to sew yourself? Because you can do to sew yourself. Just give me a color and I'll see what fabric I have and get you. Okay, yeah. Shoot me a message and what you'd like and how many. So I can get those. They'll ship out this week. So I usually ship the same week. So just shoot me a message. Let me know. My mother-in-law sent me a message asking if we were good for the flooding. So I'll tell you, I am glad the rain's gone because the flooding has not been fun. The flooding has not been fun, y'all. So turn y'all up a little bit. So I do. I need the warmer because my coffee's cold. My coffee is cold. I need a warmer over here. I got to get me a warmer over here. That I do. I do. Oh my gosh. I'm excited, guys. So what do you think? I'm going to back y'all up just a little bit. There we go. Back you up just a little bit. Okay. So which one's your favorite? Which one is the favorite? So we have, she's fun. She is fun. And then one with just a coordinating fabric, or the owl. The witch. Yes. The witch is cool. The witch is cool. Do you want the witch? We can do the witch. Everybody likes the witch. So if you're wanting a set to sew yourself, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message because I've got a lot of the witches. I have a lot of these witches because, y'all, these are just gorgeous. These are just gorgeous transfers. Right? Aren't they just gorgeous? I love these. So I think there's so many of these choices here. But I have, let me see, hold on. There is. Oh, look at this one. Is that one not cute? She is cute. She is super cute. Hot cocoa. Anybody like hot cocoa? I have hot cocoa ones. You like the dark witch? Okay, shoot me, when you shoot me a message, let me know what one you're thinking. Let me know which one you're thinking there. So let me know. Look at these guys. I'm having too much fun with these. These are just too much fun. Too much fun. The transfers. But let me find, oh, here. I have more owls. So if you guys are wanting owls, I have a couple. So first come, first serve, guys. I do have a squirrel too. I have squirrels. So let's see. And I have Christmas theme too. If y'all are wanting Christmas theme, I have Christmas theme. These look completely 3D, y'all. Completely 3D. So let me see. Oh, these are just gorgeous. These ones are gorgeous. So I'll try and post a few pictures of each theme. So give me a theme of what you're looking for. So on there. But anyways, and then these. I have these also for an option for Halloween if you're looking for a Halloween one. So, right? Aren't these cute? Yeah. Super fun. So I get the images and then I have a local person print them for me. So, and then I have fun with them. And then I have these fun ladies. These fun ladies are, I just, they're fun. Shoot me a message and I can explain where I get them from. So then I also have the wildlife ones that I've gotten. So, right? The old ladies are a lot of fun, right? I love the old ladies. So, but yeah, shoot me a message. Let me know. Oh, more of the old ladies. Oops. Old ladies. They're fun. Yeah, but you're having fun with it though. You gotta have fun. So, but anyways, I gotta let y'all go. I have to get to lovely work. So I know I don't want you helping me out. Thank you though. So, thanks for joining. I appreciate y'all joining the live. If you're new to my live, just as a reminder, I'm on Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time. I am in Arizona. So, and I was not on yesterday because I'm in Globe, Arizona. If y'all Google Globe, Arizona, you'll see all the flooding that's been going on. But I'm back today and I am good and everything's safe. So I'm glad. But anyways, come join the live. I have my schedule posted tomorrow. What's tomorrow's live? I forget what tomorrow's live is. Anybody know what tomorrow's live? I think, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So tomorrow's live is a wacky quilt. I think we've done we're doing a wacky quilt tomorrow. So trash bag holder. Oh, is a trash bag holder tomorrow? Which one's tomorrow? I can't remember which one's tomorrow. Either a trash bag holder or a wacky quilt. If you check my schedule, you'll see what we got going for tomorrow. And we'll have lots of fun. If nothing else, come hang out and drink coffee with us. Come hang out. Wacky Wednesday. We're doing Wacky Wednesday, y'all. We're going to have some fun tomorrow. Why not? I love doing Wacky Wednesday. You too. And again, thank you guys. And y'all have a wonderful day. Love you guys.